decides whether a person will live or die. Do we get it? How we interact with the world, how we view our fellow man. This doctrine is important. How we view our fellow man, how we interact with the world, how we interact with animals, trees, the planet Earth, the environment. I've mentioned this over a lot. I mentioned our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He went green. Our Prophet, we are the green movement. We had founded the Muslims. We are the green movement. We are the true environmentalists. Right? Our Prophet, he hugged a tree. Well, you have to get more green than that, right? Our Prophet hugged a tree. He hugged a tree stump, right? You don't have to get. I don't think there's a greener thing to do. Forgive the turn of phrase. There's not a greener thing to do. There's not a more environmentally friendly thing to do. And our Prophet does that. On top of many other miracles and beautiful things that our beautiful Holy Prophet does, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But it starts with doctrine. It starts with the proper belief. So when we talk about, making a difference in the world, I hope we can see the importance of doctrine, the importance of really understanding our faith and studying it properly. I hope with the examples that we gave, the African slave trade, Nazism, latter-day white supremacy in this postmodern era, as they call it, quote unquote. Hope we're going to understand how these are doctrines. Don't mistake it. Don't think it's anything else. Doctrines. That these things, and the doctrines as we should understand them, these things take root into the heart. They take a root into the heart. So much so that the people who study these doctrines and they buy into them, it is very, very difficult for you to disprove those doctrines, even if you bring all the proof on the face of the earth. The person will often be firm on his doctrine, firm upon the white supremacy, firm upon it. You can't tell them this is not the case, right? Maybe even to ridiculous extents, right? Maybe you even have white supremacies to the extent, and you have white supremacists that are out there that they may hate a person not because his skin is even a different color, but because they're from a certain part of Europe. If you're from Southern Europe, you're not as good as a person from England. I'm not making this up. If let's say you're from Italy, you're lower than a person who is from, let's say, Germany. If you're from, let's say, even Ireland, even though that's north, it doesn't stop. It's ridiculous. This is so childish and foolish. And millions of lives have been lost because of this foolishness. These satanic doctrines. This is what it is. Satanism of the highest order. That we as human beings will basically turn our swords on one another and slaughter one another because we answer that satanic call, that call of Iblis. I'm from England, he's from Ireland, so we can starve them, we can kill them. I'm not being callous or crass. This really happened in history, right? So doctrine is an important thing, and this is the Sheikh is talking about. He continues though.